Who is this person? And who in their right mind would think she should be given any power, let alone be allowed within restraining order distance of any sharp or pointy objects? The New Republicans, of course. She belongs to the post-baby boom, no conspiracy theory is too stupid not to believe in generation. Trying to discuss all of the spectacularly idiotic words that a projectile vomited out of her mouth would take several hours, so we'll focus on one of the more recent ones. She has called for the USA to be split into two separate countries, one Democrat and the other Republican. Ignoring for the moment what the U in USA stands for and the very treasonous nature of her statements, let's look at some finances. By the way, when the red states talk about seceding, it's the blue states that get the military, constitution, trade agreements, legal system, and the government's infrastructure. It's the red states that have to start over again. They don't seem to think about that. I mean, they're the ones who are leaving. Again. Back to finances. 8 of the 10 states most dependent on the federal government are Republican. 8 of the 10 states least dependent on the federal government are Democrat. Democrat areas represent 70% of the U.S. GDP and 50% of its population. Getting rid of the welfare queen freeloading Republican states would save a king's ransom every year for the new United States. They could easily afford universal health care and keep religion out of schools. Most Republicans keep forgetting the military is part of the government. That means all those military bases and defense contractors would have to move from the seditionist territories into the new USA. Let's face it, those pesky educated Democrats with their fancy lesbian-friendly universities are the ones already designing ships, submarines, SR-71 Blackbirds, and drones. Not to mention satellites and spaceships, most of which are made in California. The seditionist states can keep their AR-15s. The new USA will keep their B-21 Raiders. And speaking of California, bad news. California produces most of the food in the U.S. Badder news. California produces most of the entertainment in the U.S. Baddest news, California produces most of the high tech in the U.S. Democrat states have all the natural resources they need, considering 99% of imported natural gas and 62% of crude oil already comes from Canada. Sorry, Texas. So to summarize, we owe the seditious howler monkey an apology. Getting rid of the deadbeat Republicans is an excellent idea. We should all wish her a prosperous future in Georgia for many years to... Georgia went to Biden, didn't it? Well, looks like someone's going to be unemployed and living in Florida. Oh well.